Uyo, uko, kuno, aho, bano. Mama wanna get it, mama wanna get it nice. I know food I miss so, I know food I tell I know kaya mari. Kama kwe doti kom, wengere doti kom upusa saire. Kama kwe ano kaya mari.
Kamba kwe uyo, ano tara mari, ano kaya mari. Garai mamunzo. Paninya pano Zamnoda kunzwa Znotoro pano Madiko kumunzwa Mugovane.com Kamba kwe vanogaya mari vanotara mari vanosiya mari Kamba kwe vanotara fea kuti pamberi zvichafamba sei vanoterere zvikubatsirei mukufamba kwenyu zvikubatsirei mirai ndikudze kuti chokwadi pano chizere Kamba kwe vanogaya cash vanopa mafacts vanotara straight vane evidence vane confidence plus intelligence
entertainment current affairs and news Kamba kwe don't come usasarire Kamba kwe anukaya mari
Right, 23 May 2021, and I was really enjoying my music. I almost let it play for a long time. But let us get into the discussion for today. And this is so important, critically important to the future of our country. And you understand why I'm saying this as we go on. Is Madam Boss being exploited in South Africa? And entertainment is very close to my heart because every country, every culture, the entertainment industry, that is what makes your country. If you cannot control the narrative in your society, if you cannot control what your people are watching, what your people are consuming, what your people are putting in their heads, you are not a nation. So what we as Zimbabweans have been doing so far over the past 40 years is we've been watching South African content, American content, Chinese content, Indian content. There is no culture, common culture in our country because of all this content that we're consuming from different countries. What we need to do and where we need to go is where entertainment or productions are made in Zimbabwe and they end up being consumed across the country in terms of television, radio, music, acting, modeling. All these things make up the entertainment industry. And I've been saying this for a very long time. We need an entertainment industry in Zimbabwe. It is a shame when your best producers, your actors, your sports people, they end up in different countries. Because if you cannot organize your society, if you cannot organize your productions, your thoughts, your culture, then everything else that you do is not going anywhere. So you ask, why do I take this as a deep topic? And in fact, Madam Boss, why do I talk about her? She is the most consistent producer in Zimbabwe. Over the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, I've been following a lot of producers, a lot of content producers and platform owners. She's been one of the most consistent. She's got a huge following. And this week, in fact, over the past few months, she has been going to Nigeria. Then now she's came to South Africa, where she's acting in a little drama that no one knows, that no one is going to watch. And I saw a lot of people taking it as a big thing. In fact, it's not. And I'm going to prove it to you as we go. quickly, within the next 20 minutes, I'm going to prove to you why Madam Boss is being exploited here in South Africa, why her brand is being damaged, and nationally, where Zimbabwe needs to go, what we need to do with the arts. Because if you can control your productions, if you do it well, you should be getting at least 10% of your GDP from the entertainment industry. I'm talking here about TV, film, magazines, modeling, music. Some of the richest people in Nigeria and South Africa are musicians, production house owners. In Zimbabwe, I can count on my hand the number of musicians that have a house or a car. That is not right. So we need to address that situation. And as Gambako Media, we have a plan. We're going to sort this out within the next few months. We're going to be announcing a number of actions because this is very worrying to me. We have musicians, soccer stars, all these platform owners with huge followings who have nothing. They've got nothing but the shirts on their back. And most of them, when they die, they cannot even be buried properly. Their mothers, their families, they are so in such trouble. You saw Paul Matavire last week, and this was from Drumas Media. They went out to his home. His house is fallen in. His mother is living in squalor. So musicians, soccer players, producers, everybody, all these guys, they are living a life that is not up to standards. So now let's go to Madam Boss. Firstly, I want to say, her coming to South Africa, it is a disadvantage to her. She's got millions of followers, and I do not understand the business model of coming to South Africa to act on a film that no one watches. Then the other thing is that Madam Boss has now removed her husband as a manager. So she's now removed her husband as a manager. She has got South African managers. The husband was doing very, very well, and I do not understand why that decision was made. If you are coming to South Africa at your own terms, you would obviously bring your own manager, but this didn't happen. So it means there's a big problem there. Then secondly, the platform on which she chose to be sort of like where she is, SABC, a small little film, I don't think that was a good idea. So let me quickly look at her auditions here. I want to show you her auditions. That is like 3 seconds. Then we'll see what I mean.
Tyra, aka Madam Boss. I'm from Becky Casting Agency. So today I am auditioning for the role Miss Malopo. Please enjoy my acting. Miss Tyra, also known as Madam Boss. I'm 35 and I'm from Becky Casting Agency. So today I'm auditioning for Basani in Isono. Please enjoy my acting. Hey, Madam Boss, I'm from Becky Casting Agency and I am auditioning for the role of store manager. Please enjoy my acting.
Right. So I apologize for that. Firstly, Madam Boss is not from Becky Casting Agency. So this is where I'm saying maybe there's a bit of a disconnect. Madam Boss is a big brand, and she is saying, I am from Becky Casting Agency. I do not think Will Smith, if he is going to star in a movie, he's going to do such an audition. So that means your most followed person in Zimbabwe has been reduced to almost, what can I say, an entry-level person at a casting agency. And I want to go straight to Becky. So I want you to understand who Becky Casting Agency is. So that is, I think, Bekezela Dube, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to show you Bekezela Dube, and in her own words, I want you to hear what she says about the casting.
By the end of the day, I will have 10,000 people on the database, and it's fine, but to me it's a lot of work, guys. So rather, if you want to freelance with me, it's okay, but you must know that I will only call you when I remembered you, which is not easy. You know what I'm saying? I already have people who are registered, and there are so many. As for those who want to do background to start their careers and all that, I don't even register those people. They are there. I just book them. I do have WhatsApp groups where I just book background. You don't need to be registered with Becky Casting for that. But to receive briefs, for me to market you, for me to send your profiles, add your profile to my website, where directors go there and choose who they want, it's something else. You need to register. Now, I mean, if I'm busy registering people, it's a lot of work. There are photo shoots included, there are Z cards included, and that's a lot of admin. So now I've decided to increase the date of registration. I think I will close it by April. That's just for other people, you know, because they are graduates from after wherever who have studied acting. Those people also register for free. So I'm always open for those people. I'm always open.
Right. So you could see that is Becky talking about her casting agency. She's got thousands of people. If you go to Becky's website, right, Becky Zella, she's got a lot of people. So basically, you have entry level to medium kind of actors. And then you have someone like Madam Boss. She's coming in from Zimbabwe. I've looked at the website. There's quite a lot of Zimbabweans on this website trying to enter the South African market. And this is where the problem is. You cannot come from Zimbabwe and break into the South African market. It's not possible. There is no actor here in South Africa from Zimbabwe who is on top of the situation. There are a lot of unemployed actors here, especially with COVID. So when you come here, you are going to be an extra, or you are going to have a minor role in whatever film it is there. People are going to promise you heaven on earth. They are going to tell you that you are going to act on Netflix, you are going to become big on SABC or ETV, but that's not true. You are just wasting your time in this place. It's like trying to live here and going to the UK and you think you can become a big actor there. You cannot become a big actor there. Then let's go to the endorsements. So if you are saying a brand ambassador, what does it mean? I want to show you the brand ambassador, which the contract that Madam Boss signed last week. I think that was with Mimshak, the immigration agents here in South Africa. And if you look at the guys, they are at a Regas office. They don't seem to really have to be big. So she'll be told, no, you get this small thing here, and then there'll be a bigger thing, and then there'll be a bigger thing. You have signed a contract. Your husband is no longer your manager, and now you are stuck in South Africa. Most likely, if you try to get out of those contracts, you'll be in trouble with or there'll be penalties for you. And to make matters worse, you are away from your family for a very, very long time. And this is the case for most of these actors who are coming from Zimbabwe. I want to show you Mimshak quickly.
This is the lounge.
Yes. With all the business of the offices, kitchen, of course, we are still going to meet here. And if you want to meet Felicity or Liberty, you can always come and meet them in their office. Okay. I think that's the facility. You won't get lost here. Okay. They must just check on the website for all the further information and directions. I think I'm done from my side, Madam Boss.
Yes, you're done.
Right. So I just wanted to show you. She's being shown around at a small immigration agents. These guys, they're even saying they're the office. That's not the office. That's like a Regas office where you probably pay $400 an hour to be there. And so the actual brand ambassadorship is not worth the paper that is written on. It's they're trying. Wherever she is going right now, she's got more brand than the people that she's being represented by. So her managers, if you ask them who have they ever managed, very few people. If you ask them who have they ever taken to a highest level, very, very few. So what should be happening? I think I need to wrap this up quickly because obviously this is a very difficult topic for me. It's because I don't want to seem like I'm attacking one person. I want to go to the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, where is our entertainment industry in Zimbabwe? Our entertainment industry, where should it be nationally as a national, a driver of our culture, of our development as a nation and as a people, to unify us and to bring us in one place? So the problem in Zimbabwe is that there is no opportunity. So you quickly hit your ceiling. If you're someone like Madam Boss, you quickly hit your ceiling. You cannot dance every day. You cannot do a skit every day. And the money you make is limited. You can make money from YouTube, or you can make money from Nyarads, or they can sponsor you. Maybe they pay you $5,000 a month, or maybe $5,000 for a year. It's possible because the market is so undefined. The actors don't get money. You've got so many people who are in the industry in Zimbabwe. They have got nothing in terms of what they can show. People come, they use you for $500 and they go away. And then you now need to go to other countries. I want to take the example here of My Titi. My Titi is the most followed Facebook page in Zimbabwe. I think she's got over 1 million followers on a Facebook page. But she had to go to Tanzania to an unknown, worthless media house, which probably has damaged her reputation more than anything else. But the good thing is that when she passed here in South Africa, I gave her a call. And I asked her, because she was traveling with somebody that I know, and they told me she was here. I called her and I said, My Titi, I hear that you're in South Africa. I want to meet you. I want to talk to you. And when I was talking to her, funny enough, she was talking to me, but I could tell that she was not attentive. She was not paying attention. She kept saying, and I realized she was not paying attention. So I left. I said, no, we'll talk next time. And I put down the phone. So after a while, after spending so much time in Tanzania, she came back with what? With nothing, because the people that you are entertaining and your culture and your comedy and your production, it doesn't sync. So if Madam Boss was to appear on SABC, her culture, her following is not here. They don't value you. The people that you are trying to get to act for, they don't value you. They do not understand you. They do not see you as a valuable person, because there are 50,000 other people who want to be actors in South Africa. And you are coming into this market, leaving your following of 15 million to chase a following that does not know you, does not understand you, that will never appreciate you. Similarly with My Titi, she's got her own following among women who value her, who trust her, who want to hear from her, but they're not here. So this is where the big problem is. Our entertainment industry, our soccer players, our sports stars, you all know that the beast was here. He had to change his name, to his nationality, to play for the South African national team of rugby. Peter Ndlovu was here. He had to change. In fact, he's still here. He had to change his citizenship, I think, to fit in with the BEE rules or laws of this country. So our biggest problem is that we lack that entertainment industry that we can create that would then allow someone like Madam Boss to act in Zimbabwe and make money. Let me tell you how much an actor, an actress here makes, a lead actress on Generations. When things were still good, they were making 80,000 rands a week. So 80,000 times 4, I think that is 80 plus 80, that's 160 times 2, that's 320,000 per month. There is no hope for an actor in Zimbabwe, an actress, to make that much. How do you make that kind of money? You get companies that are benefiting from Madam Boss getting 1 million views. Net1, Econet, Telecel, and I think there's Zol. Those companies, how much are they making from Madam Boss streaming and getting 1 million views a day? And then tomorrow, my TT streams, she makes 1 million views. They are just benefiting, but they put nothing back. So such companies, they will not just come to you and say, Madam Boss, here is $1 million. What they need is a structure. So you need the actors, the platform owners, all these people to be united. And then you need a platform or a media company. So someone like Madam Boss, instead of coming to South Africa, what she should be doing is to form her own production house, bring in all these young artists. And when they do their skits, they do them as little films or as long films, and then approach these big companies and say, we want to get sponsorship because they are benefiting. We cannot deny that these people are benefiting from all these streams. All these companies that are benefiting from all our social media activities, what are they giving back? Here in South Africa, Vodacom and all the other companies, they are sponsoring these people who are producing the actual content. And this is where a person like Madam Boss could then make a lot of money instead of chasing a little platform or a 2 minutes appearance on SABC, which no one is going to watch. We also have the government. The government of Zimbabwe did not provide any support to actors, to all these people that are producing during COVID. Here in South Africa, artists were paid up to 200,000 during the time when there was COVID. So you create an industry and a culture by supporting it. And then your GDP, 10% of your GDP should be coming from entertainment. And that is the problem that we have. I feel sad when I see someone like Madam Boss being reduced to the extent of going to casting agents. My Titi being insulted by some guy who's never produced any film that we know, and being called all sorts of things. So culturally, we become an inferior people because we lack order. Our industry is not properly constituted. And people like Becky, she shouldn't be here in South Africa only. She should be having an office in Harare. Help to organize this industry. Don't bring Madam Boss here to give it to SABC for 5 seconds or 10 seconds and take pictures, because she's basically promoting herself. She's not giving anything back to Zimbabwe. If you ask her, what films have you done in Zimbabwe? Do you have an office there? How did Madam Boss become Madam Boss? She does not know. All she will do is she will bring Madam Boss in, become popular, get the fame, and after, you heard her saying it herself, she said, you can freelance with me. After a few months, she'll tell you nothing worked out, and you can go back to Zimbabwe. So the industry needs to grow, and the future is in Zimbabwe. For an actor, for a soccer player, for a model, this needs to happen. This needs to be in Zimbabwe. You cannot have your future in a country where unemployment is 40%. So South Africa itself is gone through so many issues. The situation here is not where you can say, I'll have a future, I'll become a big star in South Africa. So you should be working for your future. In 5 years' time, Zimbabwe will be the place to be, not South Africa, not the UK, not New Zealand, except if you want to be a nurse. If you want to be a nurse, then you go to those countries. But if you really want to be big, we need to organize our industry. We need to make sure that everything works. Right, I think I've covered everything here, and I'm very disappointed that they've let their husband stop being the manager. If you want to be a success, work as husband and wife. And here in South Africa, there's the Ferguson films. That is, they produce the best films on Netflix. They are a couple. They don't use these casting agencies. In fact, they employ people. So if you've got a husband and you're working with them, you should be working with them. You shouldn't be working with anyone else. No one should tell you that you must drop your husband as your manager, then you do better. It is not true. No one cares about you except the person that is actually in your house. I want to go to some comments. Thomas, you said, Janelle, you say, very true. Thank you very much. Adeline, you're saying, why Madam Boss only? What happened to my Titi? I just talked about my Titi. My Titi, she gave me a call. She knows this. If she's watching this, she'll tell you. She was here just before she went to Tanzania. I gave her a call. And I want to explain this to you, people who are watching, and especially the artists in Zimbabwe. No one is going to do it for you. The people in the industry, we have to work on this. I want all of you guys to do well. I want all of you guys to drive nice cars, to have a nice house, because it's possible. You've got 15 million people watching you. As Gambakwe Media, in the next 12 months, we're going to raise 2 million rands for a housing project. And this is from me sitting here and talking to people right here where I am. We can do a lot. All the people, Comic Pastor, Ja Praiser, Mambo Duterere, there's so many people, all you guys out there. If you all come together and say, we want to do something. Tilda, I phoned Tete Tilda last month with a chat, and I'm sure when I'm back in Zimbabwe, we're going to talk about this. Just by uniting and working together, you can produce more. You don't have to go to all these countries that people are going to. We all have to understand that the future is in us working together. In everything that we do, you have to have sort of groups. Group yourself together. The moment you come together, money starts coming to you. There's so much money among the people. Now let's go to Sheila. Sheila says she didn't remove her, but for now she has got 3 managers, including Morpho. I don't agree with that. If Morpho was a manager, he was going to be here. The reason why he's not here is because there's no money. So let me, that's my view. If there was money, Morpho was going to come here. The child was going to come here, and they were going to be at the hotel. Then there was not going to be a problem. But the fact that is not there, and Becky has to become the manager, and the other 2 guys, it means there is some money missing somewhere. There's no money. Becky is an international manager. Becky is not an international manager because she's got no international. Where is the international office? Answer that question, and then you understand what I mean. Then let's go to Stewie. Stewie, how's it, my bro? I think removing a husband as a manager might be a blunder. The commission and other incentives are now coming out from the family inflow. You should have been part of the management team. Yeah, you're speaking like a doctor, Stewie. I know you're a doctor now, so this is true. And as I said, look at Ferguson films. They did so well. They've got a film, a series which just came out on Netflix, and they're doing it as a family. There's no reason to remove the guy who is taking you from the beginning to where you are. You can't be too big to now work with your family. And I think that is also the issue of commission comes in. Let's go to Miriam. Miriam said, my TT went to Tanzania, not Nigeria. I think if you check in the old timeline, you'll see that she went to Nigeria. And then let's look to Thomas. I'm not attacking anyone. I want to fix our industry, and we're going to fix it. the thing that I'm saying here, it needs leadership. So if you want people to come together, they need to be united. And people don't unite by themselves. They unite by being brought together, by seeing the vision. And at the moment, the entertainment industry of Zimbabwe, the vision is not there. The relevant ministry is not there. So that needs to be sorted out. And then let's look at Viola. I think Minister of Arts and Council must help the actors in Zimbabwe. I think they must help to develop the industry. The rest must be done by the artists. If you look here in South Africa, there is a guy called Oskido. Oskido grew up, I think that was just a few miles from our house there in Bulawayo when he was a DJ at ZBC, I think, or he produced something for ZBC. We knew him as kids. We knew what he was doing. When you produce something good, people don't have to be told. They will know you from the raw areas. So the arts, the ministry, it needs to provide funds. It needs to provide the structure. So the Netflix films that you see here that are produced in South Africa, they are partly funded by the South African government. The South African government is pouring money into this industry because film produces cohesion. Music produces cohesion. Nationally, you need your own music, you need your own culture, you need your own TV stations instead of watching other people's TV stations. Like now, everyone in Zimbabwe is watching DSTV. They're watching OpenView. They're watching those open decoders from India. It's not supposed to be like that. People are supposed to be watching productions from our own country. And we've got a good start there. We can do well. Sheila Jack, okay, I don't understand, so I won't display your comment. And then Adlin saying a production house costs money. I think it does cost money, but there are ways to cut down the costs. If Nigerians can produce so many movies a day, why can't Zimbabweans produce movies? Why is our soccer players coming here? Kama Billiard is earning 745,000 rands a month. He's the most highly paid soccer player in South Africa. Why is he able to earn that much here? Why can't Chicken Inn and all the other places there that have got so much money? Why can't they sponsor these guys? Do you know how much Caster Semenya is making from a sponsorship? I'm not talking cheap change here. I'm talking at least probably 3 million a month in rands. So our industry, if you organize it properly. So let's say if Madam Boss had a proper company, then she could go and get that money out. The money is waiting for order, and order is lacking. We don't have a leader, people who lead the industry. They're not there. The productions that you're producing, you produce a 30-second skit. A company cannot sponsor you for a 30-second skit. Japreza produces one album in a year or two. That's not enough. You need to do more. You need to produce more. You need to get younger artists to come. Every Friday, we need to see you live doing something like the DJs here. The DJs here are rich. Black Coffee makes hundreds of millions across the world. And that is lacking in our own country. That's why we keep on having to go to other countries to do things. MS is saying, husband is your manager's terrible idea. Look what happened to Monique in the US. He ruined her. I don't think this is the case. The husband here of Madam Boss has done well. And look, if you look at the case of Fungisai, she also had her husband Courage as a manager, and they did well. I don't know about what happened when he stopped being the manager. I think it's sort of like it didn't work out so well. We've got Babana Mai Charamba. They've got a husband-wife team. So you can do well. You don't have to. And as I said, I gave you the example of the Ferguson films. They're doing very, very well. And they are not actors. Because if you're an actor, you won't make money. You cannot be an actor and make money. You have to own the platform. Then you make money. This is the last comment I'm going to read. Rich Makwela. Hi, Gambakwe. Sorry to take you back. I understand that last time you said we from Botswana will not join the initial project we initiated. We will be able to join the bigger project to follow. Okay, this is for the housing project. I am going to talk to you about this during another time. We're going to make an announcement very, very soon. I'm going to be in Zimbabwe within a month. And when I come back from Zimbabwe, we're going to talk about the next steps. So the guys in Botswana, I'm sorry, we got oversubscribed before we could get all the Botswana guys to come in. But that will be done, obviously, as soon as I come back from Zimbabwe and we see how much land we've got. Dr. Mtoko, thank you very much. I haven't talked to you in a very, very long time. So, as I said, we need to bring this to an end. It's been 35 minutes. And I just want to say, if we organize ourselves in many spheres as Zimbabweans in our society, we will do very well. We need to change the way we approach things. All this business of going to other countries to look for opportunities, it will not work. It will work for a month or two, for 5 years. But it won't work for 20 years, for 30 years, for 50 years, where we need to be looking. Because if you leave the situation the way it is now, your kids are going to be looking for a job, to clean a hotel, to fix someone's geyser, to clean a house, and they will not achieve anything. But if you organize yourself, if you have order, you're going to do very, very well. Because so many smart people who do not value their smartness. They don't see how smart they are. They don't see what they can do. Right, I have talked enough for today. And I hope that this is useful. And as I said, we need to do something for the entertainment industry. I've got a plan. I've shared with a few people. I want us to work on this to make sure that our entertainment industry becomes a viable business. All the guys that you see here, they're struggling. The guys back in Zimbabwe, they're struggling. We need to do something to make people do well. And it has to be done at a business level. This is where we need to go. Right. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll be back again tomorrow, same time, 10 minutes past 9, when we talk to Mr. Tanashi Jonasi on his usual weekly slot. Thank you and good night to everybody.
Uko kuno apo